That's okay. Did I lose you?
No, I'm
Oh,
here.
okay. I just pressed record so that we, that's okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure,
Did you get your review back on?
on the final RA or,
You're freezing.
oh no, it shouldn't. Is it better now?
Maybe it's me. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Did you get your which one was this? Large RA
Yes,
review back?
I had to have a meeting with him. I was so nervous because I hadn't, he wanted to meet with me
Okay.
because he said that I hadn't put my thesis in. He's like, I don't know which one you've chosen. So I was like, oh, he's like, I want you to not redo it, but he's like, I want you to make me an outline and put your thesis in there. Did you get yours back?
Mm.
How'd you do?
Yeah, I got it back. I didn't have a meeting, but it was pretty hard. There's a lot of comments back, and I only got like two-third of the points, so pretty harsh. I'm nervous for my final draft now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I I am too. Um, and I've had people read it and it's not I don't think it's fully complete yet. So I'm like, I think I need to add more and my grammar is terrible and I had someone proofread it and they totally took my thesis out. And so she's like, you can add
Mm.
whatever you want. So I need to go back and actually add my thesis again and just go through it piece by piece. I wanted to meet with you first and then I was like, then I felt like I could move on. Maybe if you read through it and you found out some pointers that I should, um, where you got it from
Mm.
but I let my aunt proofread it and she was like basically not wanting to proofread it. Like, because she was, so then when I talked, because I asked Philip, I said, um, I said, I don't know what to do because um, my aunt's like firing back at me about Trump. And I'm like, I'm not against Trump. That's not what I'm doing. I'm talking about like the reality of life that the shutdown from USAID is actually causing massive issues and people are dying all over the world due to this jolt in stopping USAID. And so he's like, okay, so then your audience is a Republican. And so then my brother, which is he's more open-minded to everything, he read it and he gave me a bunch of pointers back and I was like, okay, I need to go through what he said and like add those things in so that it's complete in that way. So yeah. Anyways, but
Okay,
how's
so
your paper
give
going?
me. I just sent it to you, but I sent a link. Let me resend it. And then after the my paper reaches you, um, let's take 10 minutes each to read it and then come back on comments.
Okay,
So
so
hold
that
on.
sounds good. Oh, you did send it to me?
No, I think I sent a link. It's my PC. It has like this OneDrive where it sends out links instead of the actual paper.
I know, but
So,
it sent me the link and I clicked on it and so I'm looking at it now.
but I don't think you can read a link.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just click on
Can you
it.
see the link?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I clicked on it. It's
Can you
very,
read it?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
I can read
Okay,
it.
okay. So let me read yours.
Okay, and I'll read yours. Mm.
Hi, did you
Hey,
just fall off?
I did. Let me see. Oh, it's
Hi.
still recording though. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm on my hotspot on my phone, but for some reason it's disconnecting every so often. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. I'm almost finished with yours.
It said the recording, it said the recording stopped for
Oh,
one.
because it says pause recording or stop recording.
Maybe we don't have the first half, but we'll,
Oh, it should be fine. Should have recorded. Maybe it just stopped for that minute when it got disconnected. Yeah, it's recording, it says. We'll see. Should be all right. Um, that's good. Yeah, I think your paper's good. Um, I think you clearly point out like the contrast between the two arguments. Um, can you hear me?
yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is good.
I wasn't, I didn't have enough time to kind of feed feed my argument with more of like cultural differences that I wanted to yet. So that's the part I want to work on
Yeah.
more. You have, you start with the US political decision and go to how the Americas built the program and then the impact to the third world. So like I originally in my topic pitch, I originally had that kind of cross cultural differences. I wanted to compare that, but I haven't gotten to that point. So um, I need more work there.
Yeah,
But
and but so did you in your outline you said something about your personal life? Did you
yeah,
I didn't see that. I saw you talk about living
I
in
know
Japan.
that's exactly my point. Yeah. So I kind of went through the reference documents and kind of built what, you know, the the experts are talking about, but it's more of what like my personal ex
Experience.
experience final draft. Yeah.
I think that'll pull everything together, I think. It'll bring everything to make more um yeah, I think it'll pull it all together, especially with you sharing your own experience and what you've experienced and
Yeah.
faced. And plus
Um,
it'll go more down the line of 6 pages because I think we have to get towards the end of page 6, I think. I think. But yeah, I think your
yeah.
facts are really good. And yeah, I think your facts are good. I think the personal aspect of it will bring it all together. What would you say about mine?
Mm-mm. I was thinking, so it's structured based on, you know, the political, it starts from the political decision and then you build it through like how US aid was like um and since JFK it's evolved and then we have towards the end but I was thinking a little bit about the argument, like do it's kind of one-sided. So
Okay.
like if there should be a reason why Trump and Elon decided this, and there should be like one side of the world, which can be more of like patriotism. And like, is it the fact is are you arguing that the fact that they pulled out of the US aid impacts the third world, but do you want to make the argument towards patriotism or like or is it capitalism
I
or the father figure for other countries? Like what is it that you want to accuse of this
I
um
I think it shows that I mean
decision?
yeah, I understand what you're
I can
saying.
tell it's
Go ahead.
like this appeals to the part that, you know, it's a tragic decision for a lot of, you know, needs out in the world, but what are you trying to accuse is kind of the missing part.
Okay. Yeah. I think I think I don't have I need to add in there the other side? Like, what was
Is it
like the more
like,
reason why Elon Musk and Trump decided to close it? Like, why did they
yeah,
try to?
because like, yeah, and they may say that if we raise more economic benefits and if more companies raise more revenues, then we'll have more tax gains and then we'll be able to invest in a better world, which will eventually, down the road. So like it's kind of like an investment decision. So they pull out of US aids and then they want to reinvest in the domestic world. So it's kind of like it's a strategy for them, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And that those were the people that were elected. And unfortunately, the people that need the aid don't have voting rights, and that's how, it's structured. So like it is it like what's or like instead if you're not going to touch on the other side of the political decision, maybe you touch on the other side of how to maintain, you know, an equivalent of US aid, what kind of activities that can be, explored.
right. So I was thinking like, okay, there was a few things I was thinking like, because as I was writing it, it was coming more and more clear of like the different things that I was like believing or the things that I was thinking about. And so I think one of them is like, um, America letting down the world, but then them letting down the world by keeping the funding, but then um, it going into such an extreme way that people are dying because of it, but then money was given to things that were not necessarily the best things. And so I
Mm,
think the drastic stopping is because you were mentioning something about like the father, like it's like they're like like America's like a father figure to the nations in providing. And so, yes, in the long run, I reckon it'll be better because then they're able to look at all the things that they were funding and actually fund better in the things that they were doing. Um, like, yeah, in a more successful way. But I think like how it was cut kind of was dramatic and a bit intense because then, I mean, like people lost their
mm,
jobs and people lost, there was no like, this is going to be 3 months probation and you might lose your job, but you have a job right now and we might be shutting down these programs because of, I don't know, I guess, but then some places were given
is it
warning.
that then do you want to argue? It sounds like you're not trying to argue the tragedy of having of the political decision, but you want to write a thesis about like how down the road people get impacted of a political decision. Like
Mm.
is that like the a argument that you want to make?
No, I don't think so. I think I was more so like, um, should they have cut USAID? Yes or no? And in some ways, yes, I would say they should have, but I highly think that it could have been
Mm,
done a different way, or other countries could have stepped in or stepping in and taking that load that USAID was meant to take. Um, which I think I added in there as well, because a bunch of other countries and organizations have come
yeah.
in.
And then yeah,
Just
So
tell me what you're thinking.
maybe Trump or Elon said like USA, you know, the weak governance in the programs or the third countries, and therefore they take it back. So for the for the argument aspect, you can have maybe a paragraph of like disrupted governance for some programs that were like also show how much of a minority it is. Like, like people can pick on the worst cases of the world and make it like exaggerated, but it often is just like 1 or 2% of the whole population. It's not like the truth for everything. So maybe like people feel that the programs have weak governance or there's corruption in third countries, and therefore the USAID program isn't effective. But those programs, if you can find like a fact that that's the minority and the majority is actually clean and effective and useful and meaningful, then that can be like kind of like an argument.
Mm, okay. Yeah, I hear you. That's good. No, that's good feedback. It's good. This is the hard part. Trying to organize it in a way
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it's looking at both sides and then picking the right side and making it more um like evidence, I think. And I think I'm more so a person that's an ethos kind of person than I am like the like I'm more ethos than any of the other ones because I want to grab people by the emotion of it all and get them to relate in that way other than the other ways. But I know because Philip said, Shannon, like you any certain people that believe in um you wanna he's like you wanna basically he said you Democrats will agree everything with what you're saying in that in your essay. He didn't read my essay, but he's like in your essay, Democrats will take that in and read it and be like, yeah, this is what we're supposed to be doing. But then Republicans will take it and be like and critique it and be like, no, there's so many things that you're missing from this. And so it was really interesting because I had a Democrat friend read it without telling him, Democrat or whatever, but I just asked him to proofread it because I know where he stands. And it was really interesting how he's like, oh, you should add this and this to it, but it looks good. It's a great argument and stuff. I was like, it's so interesting, the contrary from my aunt that's a strong Republican and her perspective of my essay to the Democrat that's like, yes, we hate Trump. Let's do this, this, and this. But I was trying to explain to my aunt, look, I'm not against Trump. I'm not against anything what he's done. I'm more so highlighting the fact that he cut something that's like major around the world. And, like that's a consequence at the end of the day that he's allowing himself to, you know, but then he's trying to make it better. But then we see only what we see. And, he's probably doing something maybe far better for us, but then we don't see that part because we just see the now and the suffering of what we see. Does that make sense?
Mm, yeah, yeah. But I do feel that he's very, you know,
Oh, I don't want to lose you again.
strict. He want fast capital. Like, yeah. Let's save it for today. I'll see you Monday. So we'll work on the final draft over the week. weekend. And um, yeah,
Yeah,
thank you for the feedback as well. I need to build my personal experiences and ethos around it. So,
yes, I want to read yours again with your personal in there because that's what I was looking for. I was like, because I want to know a little bit more
okay.
about you because I think you're cool, and then yeah, and
Okay.
I'll work on mine. I'll work on
Thank
mine and I'll
you.
send it to you on Monday, and tell me, and you can let me know what you think
Yeah.
if I've
Okay.
persuade you enough.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll send the link to you.
Okay.
Bye.
So we'll call it a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Okay. Bye. You too. Bye.
Bye.